What's happening? It's your favorite painter. It's the next day. I didn't get too crazy filming my paint job yesterday because the ventilation in here wasn't too good, and I kind of wanted to just bang it out and get it done, so I apologize for that. So I believe I did 3 coats of base, 2 coats of clear, and at that point I was basically, that was all we could do. Not perfect. Had a little dust come in to one spot, and it just kind of blew out of the fuse panel, of course. Like, no matter how good you clean everything, it doesn't matter. But that happened, and then piece of blue rag, those blue towels I've been using as rags, which I know they have a lot of lint, so I try and not use them. There was a long strand of that inside the spray tip. I had to unscrew the tip off my gun and pull it out like a tapeworm. And it was like blasting all kinds of blue shit all over one of the quarter panels. So yeah, it wasn't perfect, but honestly, not mad about it. So here it is. Get this door open, maybe we can see a little better. I haven't even really seen it in the daylight, so we're gonna see it together. That's cool. What do you think? Not bad for a truck driver. Couple of spots, a clear coat was a little sparse. I needed better lighting. That's the only way it would have come out better, is if I could have seen. So it's like it didn't quite come together in some spots. Like you could almost kind of see it's a little not perfect. That's the dust I was talking about. But overall, I mean, that's not freaking bad. My airline hit it down here. I gotta just hit that with the buffing wheel real quick. That'll probably come right out. But yeah, it's got a decent shine to it. I'm pretty pleased with that. So not bad for a excavator, like I said. So here's what I've been messing with. I had popped this together and wasn't quite there yet. I needed to put this shift fork on the synchro and then drop it back in, and I did that, and it wasn't kind of sitting down right. I didn't like the way everything was looking. I couldn't wrap my mind around it, so we're gonna put it in now, see how it looks. I double checked everything, my order, I'll make sure all the pieces were there and all that, so I'm pretty satisfied. I've checked it 1,000 times already, so this should be fun. You guys get to watch me struggle with this. I think it weighs somewhere around 1,000 pounds. So here we go. Gotta push the, come on. Gotta push the, oh sweet. You gotta push the counter shafts out of the way. They each gotta go like that. And they gotta go like that to make room for it. So the only weird thing is you gotta keep the bottom of the synchro in while you're trying to install all this, so it can be tricky. But here's my problem. It feels like it's out of time. Ready? Just clean my hands off here. I'm gonna figure this out and I'll bring you guys back. Sorry for the delay. Think I got it now. Popped it back apart, just check and look at everything, but I had the teeth, about a tooth off. I clicked this one over a little bit and now everything seems to be pretty happy in there. So I'm satisfied with that. So let's get that cover on there. What do you think? Damn it. Forgot that was in there. Okay. Ready? Let's do it. So put my dowel pins in to just help me get lined up. Now everything's going together nice. See, my counter shafts are dropping right in. Sweet. Ain't she party? Now.
I'm sorry, are you saying meow?
Am I saying meow?
We got a few bolts in here. Here's my bolt bin. It's looking a little sparse. 18. I love these.
I love lamp.
You're just sort of like removing paint, I guess, but they work really well for gaskets. So that's cleaned up. So now here's your shim kit. Sorry. Should be a 1, which I believe is this big motherfucker. Big Mangata. Like so. That cover will sit like that. Holes are full of junk. Nice. Which I can tell you, I've got a problem. My shim, and I almost checked it, but I thought it was alright. My shim walked off. Has to be in that, sitting up against the race in there. Try and get it near the bolts. 39. Nope. Getting closer. 54 is loose. Yeah, that's just a little too tight. 020038, yeah, right there. That would make, what, 58? 058. Orange. The 058 falls into the orange range. Minimum would be 057. Just fits. Yeah, I'm calling it orange. So it makes you wonder what changed, but I mean the thickness of the gasket, you know, that could be a lot of... Okay, I'll redo it. I never tightened up the bolts and then ran it around in a circle because I suck. I'll go to 7 inch-pounds. Still locked up. This shaft is like way towards the bottom. It's like we got way more room on the top than the bottom, so. What I have to do, fortunately, is take it out one more time, and I'll go take this countershaft and I'll go one click forward. And that should draw this forward, and I should be on the right track with that. Oh, stupid countershafts. God. Stay. Now, as I said, one click forward, and we're still going to line up our timing marks with the gears over there, but that should align us properly with that. I got my fingers all the way underneath the synchro. Get that one lined up. Oh, that's when you know you got it. Okay. That's freaking beauty. There you go, boys and girls. Yeah, that can be a little tricky, I guess. I don't remember having trouble like that before. I don't know if I just got lucky or I suck, but this is gonna go back on. Try and get my pins lined up.
What is wrong with you?
Drop it down. Get my shirt out of there. Get my shirt out.
3 days later.
Oh, I'm an idiot, huh? Oh my god, I suck so bad. Got it. A little overexcited on that one. Totally forgot the shift fork. Damn it. Wearing everything out now. Look at it. It's going right together, no problems. 1, 2, 6, 1, 6. That's really the, that's an 057 gap. Yeah, I'm like right in between orange and yellow. Well, being that it already had yellow, I'm gonna just go with that, because I'm gonna take the big boy out of there. Don't want to leave that. That'd be an oops. Put your gasket on. Mind your oil port. Don't want to block that. These torque to 40 foot-pounds or so, I'll show you what that looks like in a second. That's 40 right there. I promise. It goes on like such. Believe it or not, that worked. So I just did this one, and interestingly enough, this is what we're doing. Believe it or not, it actually was different. So that goes to show you it's worth checking what you're working with, I suppose. Got one for you here. Had this happen once before. It was actually on a truck that we bought. It had a, well, you're looking at nothing. It had an 8LL. And if you ever noticed, when you go and get in the truck, you pull your shifter over towards you. There's some resistance there. Well, what happened is the mechanism that creates that tension fell apart, dropped down inside and munched up a bunch of stuff. So I was just putting this together. I got my vent on, I pulled my lines off, I was doing some taping, getting ready to do a little paint job on this, get it cleaned up a little bit, put my new temp sensor in and whatnot, and look at what I found. That's not right. What's happening? Here we are. A little update. My dad showed up, clicked off some work real quick, so I didn't bother filming too much of it, but I'm taped off. I'm gonna do a quick wire wheel, needle scale, blah 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 job on this. Get her cleaned up real nice. slam some paint on it and primer and all that, and yeah, then that'll be good to go in. I started messing around with the thing I just showed you inside the transmission there. It's gotta be like halfway out, and it looks like they put a little pinprick with a center punch, but it wasn't enough. It was turning inside there. It was easy to turn, actually. So I didn't feel comfortable with it. So I had actually turned it in a little bit, and I kind of tried it, but actually they had it, I think, in the right spot. So I put it back and I slammed it with the punch a couple times, and then I kind of mushed the threads real good. I turned it a little bit and mushed the threads, so like I'm certain they're not coming out now. So, or at least I'll knock on wood. I don't think it should come out. So yeah, here's where we're at. Like I said, gonna clean it up, do a quick little paint job on that guy. It's gonna be International Harvester Red, and we're gonna see if we like that color, and then if we do, that might be the color for the whole frame job, rear ends and everything. I think that might look nice, so we'll see how it turns out. We took off the masking tape off the stuff, and damn, she looks good, son. Look at that chrome, clear windows. Need a washing, but looks not too bad. Still gotta buff that out with a hose. Kind of mush the bottom a little bit, but that's okay. Scrape a little paint off the windows, no big deal. So I gotta start getting things clicked off the list here pretty quick, because I got my frame rails coming in before you know it. So I want to get that engine painted, get shit going. So without further ado, I'm gonna bang out some work here. I'll pick you guys back up in, I don't know, a little bit, give you an update where I landed, maybe tomorrow, and yeah, I'll let you know what I'm into. Okay, see ya.